Taking a look at morning's top stories with OK Magazine's Marcy and Moody and Sunday Mirror columnist Kevin O'Sullivan. Good to see both of you. I guess we should really start with Katie Price, because she's everywhere, as always she is. She was in earlier on. Let's have a wee look at what she had to say.
I'm in such a happy place. It's so great. You know, new year, new beginning and a new family life to start. We're so excited. Me and Alex so want kids, so, well, we're trying, so let's hope. We're so happy, and it's like, OK, the me and my ex-husband thing, they went on, but now why pick on me and Alex? They're still writing untrue stuff. I just don't know where they get it from. Honestly, it's a joke. And it's like, people are treating me like I'm a serial killer. Me and Pete still don't talk, really. Hopefully, if the people around him will let him, one day we will. Me and Alex just so want to get on with him. We'd love to have him, his brother up, just be all happy families and, you know, for the kids' sake. He proposed to me last, I think it was September, after his fight, he proposed to me. We didn't tell anyone, and obviously I said yes. A few of my friends knew. We actually tried to get married before Christmas, but obviously it was about the kids, because we didn't want to leave them, and it was working out and we couldn't fit it in.
That's really strange, because she dumped him live on air, didn't she, after I'm a Celebrity, so don't quite understand that, but never mind. She says she wants to keep a low profile.
Yeah, well, she actually, she not only dumped him, she said that the lady's not for turning. I never, ever change my mind when I dump a man.
Right.
So, once again, this is a good example of Katie Price saying something and then not doing it.
She gave a fair account of herself, though, this morning. She actually...
I thought she did really well.
She rebutted an awful lot of rumours. I mean, for example, the front page of the Daily Star this morning says, Jordan, I only wed Alex for the money. That's in quotation marks, we should say, because if you read the story, she didn't actually say that. Yeah,
so you have to feel sorry for her that she does live within this kind of whirlwind of stories, lots of which don't seem to really be true.
Yeah.
And so
maybe that's the price you pay if you do have
the
a TV
the problem with her is that a lot of them are true, and I thought she made a good account of herself this morning, but she basically she just says, I deny everything that's in all the newspapers. I could be the next Mother Teresa, and I'm a wonderful mother, and I'm not a serial killer. Well, millions of people, especially mothers around the country, are looking for Katie to start walking the walk and not just talking the talk.
So not just denying it, but actually...
start doing it,
yes.
Start living properly, and we may come to approve of you.
So, Marcy, what is the fascination? Because people are fascinated. We've had a huge response to her being on, some negative, some positive, but people seem to be fascinated by her life.
Yeah. Well, I think it started with I'm a Celebrity, and people saw a different side to her, and saw her more as a mother. And I think that's when she started getting female fans.
Right.
And then, for better or worse, since then, every twist and turn that she's taken, people have been with her. And I think people want to root for her. And then, so when they see her behaving in a way that maybe they don't think is acceptable, they don't like it, but then they see her on TV this morning or in OK, and just kind of with her family and being happy, and then sort of think, oh, actually, she's not so bad.
Right.
You know, and I think it's just kind of like most human beings with kind of to keep changing their mind about someone.
Is that thing, though, of the fact that she has got married, she's going to come over here, inevitably there's going to be a big overblown wedding, and inevitably you will have it in your magazine, won't you? And you'll have to write a great big fat cheque for that too. That's what will happen, don't you think?
I don't know, because
but she's not going to let that opportunity go by, because she's a businesswoman, she's not daft.
I think
you know.
When she left the second time, she really did keep a low profile. I'm not going to turn around and say, you know, she's just kind of been completely hidden from view, because she's just not like that.
No.
But she has kept a low profile compared to how she was before, and she's done very little sort of official press since she left the jungle. I mean, we hadn't done anything with her.
But she's on the papers every week. Every single week. I think the magazines, I should say, and in the papers virtually every day.
I don't think she's done any official interviews, though. That's the thing. Like, people will report on her anyway, but we hadn't done sort of a big shoot and interview with her since before Christmas, when we did one last week. So that had been quite a large, you know, that's been like a few months, which is quite a long time for us.
When do you think they ever will, both of you, get tired of it? Do you think that people ever will think, oh, you know what, I've had enough of this, I can't be bothered with it anymore? Well, is there a danger of that, do you think?
Katie Price loves to talk about how awful it is living in the spotlight, and how people harass her, and she just wants to get on with her life quietly. And, you know, to be brutally frank, that's just not true. I mean, there is no one in this country, possibly in the world, who is more addicted to fame than Katie Price.
And that's a dangerous thing,
and that leads her into all sorts of murky areas. You know, when she said, "Oh, we went to Las Vegas to have a quiet wedding. It was, you know, we didn't want publicity, you know, but she took her ITV2 camera crew
Yeah,
with
indeed,
her."
'cause that-
And then
that
you get
shows
this
how, isn't it?
ludicrous statement where Katie is considering whether to put that in her show. Well, let's
I'm
take
sorry.
a wild guess of which way she may plump on that. You
Well,
know.
that's the thing, though. She has to keep the interest going all the time, so doesn't the behaviour
I mean,
have to get more and more
it's her
extreme?
living, isn't it? Yeah.
Because that's what she does. You know, that is her
Yeah.
job, in a sense, is being her. So you just wonder when it will stop. I mean, at the moment, she's told us that they're trying for a baby, so that's the next thing, you know, the next step. There always going to be something else, isn't there?
Well, she's made her living from being sort of a professional human being in a way. You know, she doesn't, she doesn't profess to be an actress or a singer. She is herself, and that, excuse me, that's not going to stop.
Right.
So every time she has a child, every time she has a new relationship or a breakup or anything big happens, like to any other human being, but for her it makes news. So in a way, it's like.
But I
how
just
long
wonder
will it go on?
why. What is it about her? Do you think that we're so interested?
Well,
or seem to be?
I'm fascinated with by Katie Price, and I think millions of other people are. And even, you know, an old cynical hack like me, until about a year ago, I pretty much didn't have any special opinion about what sort of person she was. In the past year, and I don't think I'm alone here, my opinion of her has plummeted.
Yeah.
And what we've seen today on the GMTV sofa is a woman who is on the cusp of a kind of publicity disaster,
Right,
and
trying to
and is
damage
desperately
reputation.
going to use this year to try
Right,
and
that's interesting.
rebuild her shattered image.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very, very much indeed. And you know that people are going to be buying the magazines, and you know that they will be watching ITV2, and also that you will be looking at the interview with Katie Price on the website. I know you will, gm.tv. OK, this week's competition.